Put the window down. I ain't got no window. Can you hear me? You can hear me? Yes? Okay, good. Hold on. Hold on. Now it's better? Okay. Let me close the sunroof. Maybe it's the sunroof. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to drive. Okay. It's the AC. Girl, I gotta have that. I'm all the way out here in Bakersfield, California. It's hot as hell. It's hot as hell out here. Yeah, so what's the problem now? I'm confused. Y'all want us to move on. Y'all want us to get over it. Y'all want us to stop talking about it. So now when we moving on and we talk, and I'm talking to his new friend and we're got new dialogue and new fresh conversation, now y'all mad again. Y'all can't make up your own fucking mind what y'all want from this family. Now I'm about tired. I double triple checked with Jaden that she was done with John, and I triple double checked before I even sat down with Angie, and they somewhat I've already asked both of them if they would be willing to sit down together. They're both his longtime friends. You know, I don't know, Jaden's his longtime love. I don't know what Angela and John got going on, because y'all gotta wait till that come out, but I don't see what the problem is. I think I'm helping the process of clearing out and healing and moving forward, and helping him establish whatever it is he's trying to establish. I'm trying to help build a whole new team around him so that he's not even trying to do the back and forth, so y'all could be happy. Y'all said y'all wanted her to fuck away from my son. I wanted to fuck away from him, so I'm doing what we all want done, and y'all still complaining. Like, I don't know what y'all want. You can't make up your fucking mind. It's like you're men. You go over here, you go over there, you can't make your fucking mind up because nobody really wants you. And it's not that nobody wants you, it's that the void that's in y'all souls can't be filled by a man. I hope y'all learned that. I had to learn it too. But y'all gonna have to learn that a man is not gonna be able to fill that void in your soul. So now my son got a friend that didn't leave him in there to rot, and y'all still unhappy. Y'all want him to have nobody to talk to at all? That makes no fucking sense. Y'all should be helping me promote the friendship so that he can get that out of his system, and she already moved on and that's out of her system. What is the problem? Y'all never happy. This is why you guys need to go and get some help, because you guys are never happy. I'm always gonna be in my son's life no matter what. Whether we talking or not, I'm gonna still be in his life. So if he has friends, naturally his friends are going to want to have a relationship with his mother. Why would they not want to have a relationship with his mother? Yes, my dear, I just left court for Dre. I just left. I'm doing my motherly duties. I'm never gonna stop doing my motherly duties until I'm old and done. Okay, hopefully this next go round they all be grown up and matured and we be past this. Okay, but yes, ma'am, I just left court for Dre. So Dre, for the 99th time, does not want to be on the internet. He doesn't want to be talked about on the internet. He don't want to deal with the internet. So let's respect his wishes. John, on the other hand, said I can share anything I want on the internet. Dre is the opposite. He doesn't want to share his life or what he's going through on the internet. He has that right and he has that choice. Blue, on the other hand, has given his mother full permission to check his numbers, whether it's in his business, in his restaurants, whatever. I'm in charge until he get home because he ain't got nobody else. So I'm trying to train his new friend to help him out in areas that you know what I'm saying, that I know, finances and bookkeeping and shit like that. That's what mothers do, okay? So I don't know what else y'all want from me. Y'all, she messy because she talking to Angela. So the show supposed to stop. My show supposed to stop. I'm I'm videoing because my son got a new friend? That makes no fucking sense. Now, if Dre gives me permission when he gets himself situated in his life in order, his life resolved, if he gives me permission to share his testimony and what he got going on in the internet, then I'll share it with you guys. But for right now, he has asked me, he has asked all people that love him, my father, he's asked for us not to share what he got going on with his situation right now. So you don't have to ask me every week. I'm on it. I just drove damn near 6 hours. I got up at 5 a.m. Nobody was there but his mama. And that's just what it is. Okay? So you don't ever have to worry about if I'm doing more for Blue than I'm doing for Dre, because I've done more for Dre than Blue and Callie all together in their entire life. Okay? So that's mama's favorite motherfucker. Hello, motherfucker. Okay, so we got her together real quick. Okay, thank you. Yeah, so unless you just want to send him some love or a prayer, you could go put some money on the books. You could do all of that. But yes, I'm working with his lawyers. I'm paying his lawyers. I'm here. I'm in full effect. I've been out here since 5 a.m. while y'all was sleeping. Okay? Wasn't no daddy there. Wasn't no cousin there. Wasn't no uncle there. Wasn't no auntie there. Just my son in the middle of a courtroom by his goddamn self, and his black ass mommy walks in there like I do every court day. So that's on y'all if y'all keep getting misunderstood. Okay? Or your mama don't show up for you. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. That's not my fault or my problem. But anyway, so I won't be answering that anymore. That's going to be my last time, out of his respect for his wishes. Okay, ma'am? If you want to pray for him, pray for his daughter. Send a couple dollars, like I said, on the books. If you need the information, just DM me, and I'll get it for you. If you want to send a letter of encouragement or a card, you do that. You can check on him yourself. You don't have to get on here and take my word or take some stranger's words who ain't fucking even wrote him a letter yet. Ain't been to see him, ain't wrote a letter. He had a whole birthday. You think any of them motherfuckers sent a card? No. So if you want to inquire about Dre, write him a letter. Ask him yourself from now on. I love all my kids the same. Dre is my oldest. He's my ride or die, my support system. I'm gonna always be here, forever be here. So if he get out and get his life together and you decide to be his wife, just know you got to be able to deal with me, okay? And I'm an easy person to deal with, but don't try to get me to clean up after you, be your slave, and none of that dumb shit, because I'm just not going to do it, and it's going to be a problem every time. And now that they know that, maybe they won't ask me, okay? I'm never going to side with you unless you right, and I'm always going to tell them when they wrong, always. You know what I'm saying? You might not see it, but I'm going to tell them always when they wrong. I'm going to tell them if they can handle you or not. I'm going to tell both of them, no ma'am, that ain't going to work for you, because I already know how you is, and that ain't going to work for you. Y'all should start taking these ninjas' mama's word for it and stop talking about we want to be with them, we love our sons, we want to have sex with them. No, we know what they're capable of. I've been a broken woman. I've been a heartbroken woman. I've been a motherless child. I've been, only had a daddy, got to rely on my daddy and not, get raised by a woman. I've been that girl. So I know, what y'all going through. Not to the extent that y'all been through, because I had a hero dad. But I can't tell y'all if y'all not going to listen. Y'all got to start learning how to listen. Because we as mothers know what our sons is capable of, where they at in their life. Don't flex up against the mama. Hang out with us. Learn. Get to talk to us so we can tell you what our sons' do's and don'ts and wills and won'ts is. And in that conversation, I'll tell you, just like I told Angela, go watch the show. I told her the whole truth and nothing but the truth. I know everything about them. I changed their diapers. I washed their clothes when they was adults. I know if they stank or not. They wash their ass or not. I know if they gonna have the patience for you. I know everything you should and shouldn't do. Okay, and then when I tell you that, you can say, yeah, that he ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for a daddy. I ain't never have a daddy, so I need a daddy. My sons is not no daddies. Okay, them ain't the type. Maybe they'll grow into it, but them niggas is not daddies. You not about to get a daddy out of mine, okay? I'm sorry, they barely had daddies. They ain't gonna do it. They don't know how to do it, okay? So with that being said, you don't never go up against the person that raised the child, because they gonna be the they gonna be the person to help you win. They gonna give you the plan, how long it's gonna take. If you got enough patience for it, if you could outlast it, they gonna tell you. The mama is always gonna tell y'all run around like we don't know. Now I tried to tell him, I understand that you think this is that and that is this, but you need more time. Now you sitting up in the courtroom by your goddamn self. You know what I'm saying? Me and Jonathan Daddy fought all the time. He wouldn't have been in no court. We wouldn't have made it this far. You go your way, I'm gonna go my way for a while. We come back. And Jonathan Daddy shot a gun in the air. He said he didn't shoot at me. He told the police he didn't shoot at me. And I went along with what he said because I didn't know. I still would have went along with what he said. Because I know Jonathan Daddy, I pushed him to a limit that he couldn't, you know what I'm saying? He's not a daddy type of dude either. Shouldn't have had no kids with him because he couldn't even be my daddy. How the hell he gonna be the kid's daddy? When you get a man and a husband and you feel like so safe that he your daddy, then you ready to give him a baby to be they daddy. Okay? But until then, he ain't ready to be no daddy if he can't be your daddy. Your daddy ain't gonna never let you down. My daddy ain't never let me down. Now, he done got on all my nerves, but he ain't never let me down. Okay? And I'm very sorry for some of y'all that didn't have no daddy, because I'd rather have a daddy than a mammy. Okay? The girls. I don't know about the boys. The boys might need their daddy, but the girls, you better get an uncle or somebody for your kids. Okay? Get an uncle. I be putting it down sometimes, but they don't be wanting to listen. They be just thinking everything when I be joking. Sometimes I do be joking. I joke a lot. I'm the person that laughs when you're supposed to cry. You know what I'm saying? You at the funeral, it feels better for me to get a little laugh or think of something funny. And I know that's probably some narcissistic type shit. I don't know. But I'd rather laugh about it than cry about it, because I done already cried about everything. You know, you got to figure out what works for you. And you can't be just jumping on this internet thinking I don't have that type of wisdom. I wouldn't have made it this far without wisdom. I've been married 10 years, 3 times. Okay? I done had 4 businesses, 4 successful businesses. Sold them all. Okay? I had 3 husbands, 4 businesses. And I'm on my second go round with $1 million. So I ain't been doing bad in life. Okay, that's one thing the Lord have not let me do is bad in life. I ain't got no evictions, not a one. I ain't got no habits. Okay, I ain't got no habits. I don't do no drugs. I don't do no liquor. I drink occasional if somebody offer it. I ain't never bought no liquor. Like, let me go to the liquor store and get a bottle of liquor. Never. I'll buy you a bottle. I ain't never been hooked on no weed. I done puffed a couple times as a kid, but that ain't my thing. I'm a goofy person. I love to laugh, and I make some silly jokes that sometimes y'all don't think is funny. Okay? And it might be bad timing, but like I said, I'm going to laugh at the funeral and to avoid from crying. So, with that being said, leave Rashawn out the chat. Girl, you leave her out the chat. Shut the fuck up. God damn. Y'all are more obsessed with her than we are. Okay? We supposed to be obsessed with her. We got a whole goddamn kid with her. If your mama not obsessed with your kids or with you or your baby daddy or whoever isn't you done brought into life, I'm obsessed with Callie baby daddy. Okay? Callie baby daddies know. We text, we talk. They do something successful. I'm hugging on them. I'm loving on them. I'm sorry. I probably talk to Callie baby daddies almost every day. Almost every day. So So I'm obsessed with anybody that got my grandkids. Yes, I'm totally obsessed. So fucking obsessed, you ain't gonna understand how obsessed. You know why the matriarch is supposed to be obsessed? Because if he's falling off or he's struggling, I need to pull up and take him for a drive and motivate him again. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want my grandkids to see no broken weirdo running all around here, and then they take on them type of genes, and then the next thing you know, my grandkids is fucked up too. I'm trying to avoid that. So yes, I have a right to be obsessed. You don't. You don't have no dog in this fight. None. You don't. Next year when we don't probably be on the internet and our fame is not even bothering y'all no more, y'all gonna be going down the road and I'm gonna be stuck with these fucking badass kids. Y'all ain't gonna have to help me do shit. You ain't gotta claim no diapers. You ain't gotta say no prayers. You just get to get on here and make a couple jokes when we mad at each other. I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about. Don't get on my internet, on my live, telling me who the fuck to be obsessed or not obsessed with. No more. You can't control me. You should know that by now. My son didn't talk to me for a whole 2 years, and I missed him, but I gave no fucks. Okay? None. Mama, get off the internet. Nigga, fuck you. You get off. You can't control me. So don't get on my internet no more trying to tell me what to do or how to do it, because that ain't gonna work. And you damn sure can't blackmail me. I don't give a fuck if I got crust in my ass, bitch. I will show you before I let you blackmail me. I'm not that woman. Okay? I've earned the right to have an opinion about every goddamn thing, because I told these motherfuckers when they got together, y'all ain't for each other, you ain't for each other, you ain't for each other, and this shit ain't gonna work. I told them. Now look at them. I could have saved them 75 tattoos. Shit. Just out here writing people's names on yourself. I wouldn't write another motherfucker's name on my body to save my life. You hear me? I wouldn't write nobody's name on me. Now that all my kids got my name tattooed on them, and I don't got one of their tattoos on my body. Okay? It ain't gonna. I love them dearly, but I'm not writing your name on my body. I'm on the birth certificate. I don't need to be on your arm and your fingers and your thighs and your legs. Y'all motherfuckers ain't gonna. Y'all gonna learn getting on this live, trying to tell me what the fuck to do. And I gotta drive for 3 hours, so we gonna talk about it. And if you wanna exit the chat because I'm talking too much, get your ass on over there with your mama or your daddy, because I sure ain't summoned you. I only summons the people that want to get on here and talk about what's happening new in my kids' life, okay? Because I'm going to be on here telling they goddamn business for the rest of their life. Now, only reason I won't tell their business is if they dealing with a mental issue at the moment. A mental issue could be, I can't see my daughter right now. Mental issue could be, you know, my life ain't going right, that type of shit. I'll give them a break. But motherfucker, if your life is going great and your kids is doing great, I'm gonna get on here and talk my shit. You know why? Because y'all got on here and y'all got on here and lied to these people. Had all these strangers thinking y'all ain't had no mama. Had all these strangers thinking that you ain't go to private school, wear braces and all that bullshit. So, you feel what I'm talking about, girl? Got my motherfucking kid. Y'all both had braces on at the same time. Who the fuck got braces on talking about their mama a hoe? How you think I paid for them goddamn braces? Them other motherfucking kids ain't never been to the dentist in their life. Graduated with a 1.5. Fuck out of here. I'm gonna talk my shit. I earned the rights. Okay? Because I could have left your tooth nasty and crusty and plaque all on them motherfuckers stinking. I could have let your teeth rot. Be all crooked and shit. Hey, crazy auntie. Hey, baby. I'm out here throwing a temper tantrum because I got to drive 5-6 damn hours to go to a motherfucking court for a ninja in the goddamn internet on here talking about she don't love her son, and them same motherfuckers ain't even show up. Ain't that about a bitch? Dirty rascals. Child, ain't nothing happened. I'm just on here venting because I just been through so much with my kids, and for y'all to be on here talking this bullshit to me, and I know y'all can't find y'all mama right goddamn now. She hides somewhere under the goddamn sleeping bag hiding from y'all right now, and y'all on here talking shit. But it's okay, because them motherfuckers is reaping what they sow. Who there for you, nigga? Your mama. That's who. The motherfucker that ain't finna shut up and ain't finna tattoo your name goddamn nowhere, okay? I'm on the birth certificate. Now take me off the birth certificate. Motherfucker, take me off the birth certificate. Then I won't fuck with you no more. Can y'all hear me, or do I need to delete her? Do I need to block her? Because if y'all play them games that you can't hear me, you will get blocked. And my block fee is $25. And I've been making a lot of money unblocking you motherfuckers. Okay? I've been making a living off blocking you motherfuckers. Unblocking you. So if you want to get blocked and pay me my money, you do that. You can say whatever the fuck you want to say right now. But you gonna pay me to talk shit to me from now on. Cause I know, I look at some of y'all motherfuckers talking about you don't give a fuck about your son. They all three got braces. How the fuck, your crooked teeth, nasty mouth ain't never had braces. You still got gaps in your teeth. Talking about you don't care about your kids. Your mama didn't give a fuck about you. I could look in your face and see she didn't. Cheese. Okay, we can hear me. Okay, thank you, CC, because I'm about to start running up get my $200 for the day. Because all I gotta do is block 8 motherfuckers. Because you guaranteed to know they want to come back. You know why they want to come back? Because they want to know how to fuck to raise movie stars that could go to jail and get out and still make more money than you. That's why they want to come back. Y'all try to blame me for this bullshit. I'm on the goddamn road like Miss Daisy. And them motherfuckers ain't even there. I done had my ass beat by 3 niggas. They ain't never been to no court. Called no po-po. But these bitches love y'all. They love y'all. Look me in my face and tell me that bullshit ever again in y'all life. Hell, even Callie baby daddy called po-po on her. The fuck is you talking about? He ain't show up to court, but he called. Child, she gonna kill me, but you know what? It is what it is. It's public information, okay? You can't find my public information because I didn't do no shit like this. You whoop my ass one time, I'm gone, okay? Go your way, I go my way. Whoop somebody else's ass, okay? And I don't whoop some ass too. I don't whoop some husband's ass too. I beat the shit out of my second husband. I tried to beat up Jonathan Daddy. Y'all be thinking Jonathan Daddy sweet. Jonathan Daddy not sweet. I'll tell you that right now. He'll put a nigga down by his child, okay? I know for sure Jonathan Daddy. He wear that nail polish, but he'll beat your motherfucking ass. His daddy will beat your motherfucking ass, okay? It will put you down in the grave and about his child and look the judge and say, yep, I sure did, because he shot that gun in the air at me one time when I was about to run. So this story time, but this is a true motherfucking story. We in the hood one day. You know me, I'm already Glockiana because I don't fucking play with nobody. I already know I'm with a light-skinned ninja. He probably ain't gonna be able to save me. You know what I'm saying? I know what I'm working with. I know he a little, you know, a pretty boy or whatever. Y'all seen Jonathan Daddy back when he thought he was Al B. Shore. Like, I can't go in the hood with him and not be ready. You know what I'm saying? Because I know my people. I know how y'all motherfuckers get down. Y'all don't give a fuck. And Jonathan mama always used, the big Jonathan I'm talking about, used to always buy him the Jordans. I don't know how she did it. That nigga probably still getting Jordans from his mama to this day. He get the Jordans before anybody get the Jordans. Okay, we over by the Fox Hills Mall. He going to play basketball with the hood ninjas. You can't just wear these shoes up over here like this unless you know what you're doing. They will take these shoes off your feet. I know they will. I done seen them take some shoes off some feet before. Okay? Girl, he gonna tell me they ain't gonna take my shoes. I'm looking at this pretty boy like, oh, okay, we gonna see. Girl, we get up there. This is not lying. Okay? He strapped his shoes on, pumped them up, pushed the little pump up button. The lights came on them motherfuckers. Everybody in the hood looking at the shoes. They don't even want to play basketball no more. He steals the first dude's ball. Pissed the dude off. He was already looking at the shoes. He didn't even care about the game. He was just trying to find an excuse to get them shoes off Jonathan Daddy's feet. That man came over there to snatch them shoes off Jonathan Daddy's feet. And I said, before I dig in my purse, I'm going to see how he work first. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm going to break it up. But I'm going to let him know you can't wear these shoes. Boy, Jonathan Daddy got out there, did the whop, pop, bam. I said, hold on, motherfucker. Oh, you know how to fade. He like, girl, I grew up in L.A. Don't let the smooth taste fool you or some old nerdy shit he said. Girl, I was like, Hercules. What? You know how to squabble? I put my shit back in my purse and was like, yeah, that's my man. It was like 3 or 4 of them came over there though. Then I just reached in my purse like, because I know you got to go to the car. Because they checked you, they didn't check me. They just backed on up. They knew he knew too. But girl, that wasn't no love trauma. We talking about a basketball game. Where's she been? Oh girl, when I about to run him over with the car, yeah, that was some toxic shit. I was about to drive. He came in my house at 6 o'clock in the morning, smelling like perfume with the lipstick on the shirt. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool, but I ain't that cool. You the babysitter, nigga. You was supposed to be here while I go out and get the booty do. You know what I'm saying? You ain't pimping me, I'm pimping you. What the hell is going on here? Not about to be pimped by no pretty boy. Get in line. Anyway, girl, he came back at 6 o'clock in the morning and I had somewhere to go that night. All my business was made way more important than his, okay? Girl, he come walking in there at 6 o'clock in the morning. I just knocked him in the head. He was like, oh, I'm gonna leave. Was that? Okay, I got something for that because I gotta go to work and you know you gotta babysit. So if you leaving, I'm leaving. Girl, he tried to block me in. Tried to block my car in so he couldn't leave because he got a babysit. I gotta go to work. I'm in the traffic area. Hold on. Hell no, we ain't nothing alike. We ain't nothing alike at all. Okay? I was completely fucking sober my entire pregnancy. Even when wasn't no baby daddy there. Okay? I gave a fuck about mine. But anyway, yeah, no, we're nothing alike. I tried to tell y'all that. The only thing that we might be alike about is that our moms had a situation that didn't help us much. That's the only thing we have in common. But my daddy was there. So, yeah, anyway, back to the story. So when the popo got there, they said, ma'am, you didn't try to run him over because you know that we have to take you if you tried to run him over. So I looked at him, he looked at me. We was like, we don't know nothing. Shit, because you can't discharge no firearm in California. Okay? Especially not being no weed felon. I mean, I ain't about to put nobody's business out there, but you know what I'm saying. You can't, he wasn't allowed to do what he did, I wasn't allowed to do what I did, so we just went in the house and we just started punching each other and I won. That's the story and I'm sticking to it. And yes, the reason I won is because my sister came in there and helped me. And at the time, she was rocking sockum too. So that's what happened with that story. why is Tokyo Tony beefing with Tia? I saw that, like, god damn, y'all, they like sisters. That's how sisters be sometimes, like, because I know they ain't seen each other. You can't really say nothing about Tokyo on the internet, because she think this her internet, honey. That's why she be going at it with Beyonce. This Tokyo think this her internet, honey. She don't even want no followers or nothing, Jesus. She just want to think this her internet. Well, we're not identical, and most black women have some similarities. Okay, most black people. So this must be, I'm just gonna fill y'all Caucasians in and y'all Hispanics in. Just like Mexicans, y'all all got the same, we got the same shit going on too, okay? The white people brought the guns and the drugs down here and affected our culture, and our culture been a little off lately. Been a little off since like the 50s or the 60s. Yes, tell them, girl, clock that. Everybody mama got something. If it ain't like everybody, but I do love everybody. Okay? So don't never think that I hate her, because I don't. You can't hate where your child's heart is. You can't hate. You know what I'm saying? You can't hate nobody. But you could dislike whoever she dislikes me, I dislike her. I dislike her more than anybody in the world. I do. I'm not gonna front. I dislike her for a lot of reasons, and I have every right to. You know what I'm saying? It'd be no difference if, one of my other grandkids was having a problem or can't be shown or got to be hidden. Whatever the reason, I don't know, so I can't speculate. But whatever the reason is that my grandchild can't be loved publicly like everybody else love their kids, I wouldn't give a fuck if something's wrong or right. You don't let a motherfucker put one of mine down. Both my sons in jail, and you still see me on this bitch like them my kids. And what? You know what I'm saying? So I would have a problem with any one of my, with one of my baby mamas or baby daddies that felt some type of way about one of my kids. Like, I've been trying to tell y'all this whole time, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna love mine regardless. And nothing y'all say about them would ever make me pipe down about them. Like I said, I got 2 sons in jail, and I know how this gonna turn out. I already know the end. I already knew they was gonna both be in jail together. I already dreamt it last year. I already knew Dre went in before John came out. I already knew this, so this wasn't a surprise to me. I already heard the Lord say, yeah, I'm gonna have to sit them 2 down again, because they ain't been picking up what you've been putting down. They out here calling you bitches and hoes. They can't come up here with me if they can't respect you. And it don't matter what your mama do. God tell you no sometimes. God tell you no. A lot of times God say no. And you can't be mad at him and call him no bees and no hoes. How your mama is your mama and your daddy is your window for God to know that you gonna respect him when you get up there. Now, I'm not saying you gotta be quiet if your mom abused you and you want to tell your story, or you want to write a book. I'm not saying, if my kids wrote a book right now and said she didn't love us properly, she worked a lot, she paid all the bills, but she just wasn't the best loving mother because she didn't have time, it hurts my feelings that the things that they say about me. But I would never try to minimize what they've been through because of my own selfish reasons. So that's not disrespect. But to get somewhere and disrespect your mama, you know the sit down is coming. Yeah, and if my kids wrote a book and said, you did this wrong, you did that wrong, or they told me they did this wrong, or you violated me over here, you child abused me, that you hit me too hard, I would just apologize, because I love my kids that much that I don't want them to feel like I'm just that much of their mother that I don't care what they went through, what their own personal problems is. You know what I'm saying? Because my father told me, like, you know, I'm sorry for, you know, while you was 8 years old, you had to take care of me and bring me food while I was homeless. And I told my dad, that made me stronger. That made me a boss. That made me able to carry shit. You know what I'm saying? Loads of shit. I had to feed my dad for a whole year while he was homeless and going through. My dad loves his daughters, all his kids, and his son. He loves all his kids so much that it could cause him mental anxiety that he cannot function if he don't know what's going on with us, or we being abused, or whatever we going through. My father goes through it with us. My father goes through what we're going through with our kids. If ain't nobody if we can't make it to the courtroom, our daddies was there. Okay, every single one of us, even the one sisters I don't say is my sisters. The ones I don't even say, I don't know them to say they're like the same sisters as everybody else. That's what I mean. But my dad my dad gave advice on my brother's case. The kids that's not even his kids. My dad helped with them cases. So I'm saying all that to say, don't be mad at how your kids feel about you. If you knew you did the best you could do, bitch, hold your head up. Okay? If you did the best you could do, hold your head up. Just make sure you try to be there. I try to be there because they said I wasn't there when they was kids, because I was always working, or I was always chasing a dream. I wasn't there. I didn't give them enough love. Okay, nigga, I'm here. I thought I was there way more than your daddy was, but I'm still here. Okay? So don't y'all be mad at y'all parents, and parents don't be mad at the kids when they want to speak. Don't ruin a whole relationship just to discredit what somebody gotta say. I would never look down on my dad because of what he went through. Never. That's still my hero. And I remember him with his hair all matted and him all dirty in that park with the homeless people. I remember that. But he remembers his little girl showing up with a stolen plate of food. Yes, I stole my mama's dinner plate. I made an extra plate. When she turned her head, I made an extra plate, a nice hefty plate. And I would take it over there to the homeless park and give it to my daddy. Who is Callie's daddy? Callie's daddy is the popo. That's what I call him. He the popo. Callie's daddy is the popo, and Dre's dad lives in Ohio. But I was 17 and he was 17, and I didn't want my son to see his family or him because of the type of people they was. And it wasn't that they was bad people. That's just not what I wanted for my son. So I left. I took my son and I went on down the road. I regret it to this day now that I know better. But I regret it to this day. Because he's still married to the stepmom that when I let Dre go visit his dad, or they stole him to go visit his dad. He had a stepmom, and Andre didn't like it so much over there, so I was out of there. And so they're still together though. The stepmom and his daddy is still together. I was very surprised to see that. And they had broke up for some time because of his dad going through his situation, but that's why I say you don't never put nothing past nobody. I don't put nothing past these young people that they might not get back together. I pray they don't, because they not good for each other. But you can't put nothing past nobody. Once they grow up, then you will know. How is Dre? I said a prayer yesterday. Oh, thank you. He could be better. I think he could be better for sure. Could be better, so keep praying. Yeah, it's some very sick people in here. If you go look on their page, you'll see why. You'll see why. I've learned to just go take a peek, and then you got to give them grace. You just have to give them grace. Sometimes instead of like hurting people's feelings now, because I know I could make somebody want to go jump off a bridge, I just go look at their page and I just give them grace. And 90% of the time, these people that's in here, you're going to have to give them some grace. I can tell you right now, you're going to have to give them some grace. How are you mentally? I haven't really had a chance to check in mentally, but my husband prays with me and calms me down with this cool neck massage and meditation, and he always reminds me that it's going to be all right. And he sees me, and that's where I draw my strength from my husband and God. And I really don't know how I'm doing mentally. I really wish, if I didn't know that God had a plan at the end of the road, I would be done. I would be outdone. I probably would be out here drinking a bottle with y'all. But now, because God has shown me how the road gets, I'm just trying to press through to the road. Report them. I didn't see who you talking about to report, baby. I'm driving. So you report them for me. Mr. Stafford is a good man. Girl, God knew. He knew, but I had to earn that, honey. I had to earn that in all my ways. I had to acknowledge God in all my ways to get that husband, honey. Woo, Jesus. And sometimes I still be having with Karlissa. I'll be talking to myself, Karlissa, you gotta, you can't do that over here. I be wanting to be like, shut the fuck up. Girl, he think he's somebody daddy, and I don't do good with people telling me what to do. You got to talk to yourself. When you get a husband, you got to talk to yourself. When you be wanting to look at the phone and be nosy and do all that weird shit, you got to say, that's between them and God. I ain't looking up nothing. I don't even give a fuck. God will get them for me. He'll get them together. Pray about it. Pray about him before you go digging and looking and assuming and destroying your whole relationship about something. And 9 times out of 10, it don't be nothing. You do all that digging. Well, I remember when we first got together, I would stay up the whole night digging in his phone because I know he got to go to work at 5 in the morning. I'll be up till 5 in the morning trying to find something. Then you find that one little hair, and then you did all that shit, and it don't be nothing. So don't be doing that, ladies. That's what's ruining y'all. Y'all make somebody want to go somewhere. Because if you keep doing that, somebody going to want to go where they don't have to be policed. Black men don't like to be policed. They don't like that. Mr. Sappho prays for everybody, child. He be praying for the grandkids, our bad kids, all our grown kids, honey. But one thing I do like about Mr. Sappho, if his kids feel some certain type of way and they cuss him out because he worked hard. Everybody know Mr. Sappho paid all his child support. You don't know a black man who paid all his child support to all the baby mamas, to the zero balance. Bitch, you don't know a baby daddy that paid all their child support to a zero balance. Worked 3 jobs to do it. Girl, you ain't gonna, honey. So when you cuss him out or you feel some type of way, he don't give a fuck. When I met Mr. Sappho, he didn't even have matching socks. He just had socks. Just roughing through it. Just roughing through the day. I'm just watching this grown ass man just rough through the day just to pay all these people and live less than under his means, just waiting until they get grown for them to get grown to feel some certain type of way. Girl, he'll look at you like, I see you when I see you. I don't give a fuck. That's how he be telling me to get. I be trying, but it be hard. He be like, you gotta look at him and be like, I don't give a fuck. Figure it out. That shit is hard for us mothers. Shit, his son got in trouble. I'm like, bail him out. He's never been before. He can't handle that. Girl, you know how you be on that first go-round. Shit, when you on that second go-round, you be like, nigga, you know the routine. Bend over and cough. And do what the fuck they tell you to do so you can get your black ass home. Because I'm not about to be doing all that again. Ain't gonna do it. Refuse to do it. My daddy didn't do it. I'm glad y'all keeping me company. All 175 million of y'all. get some gas again. Ooh, I've been driving like Miss Daisy. Can we see more of your dad? He's interesting. More as in like, oh, you mean like back on the show? He was supposed to go to court with me today, but I'm pretty sure he'll be here for the next one. So maybe we'll get him on the next episode. He kind of mad at me right now because when the kids get in trouble, we be going back. All my sisters go back and forth with my dad. He cuss us out, hang up, call us a bitch, all that. 176 milli, baby. We are the clout. Okay, slaying them. That's my dog. Girl, yeah, my daddy can't stand us when these kids get in trouble. Like, we ain't do it. We told him not to do it. Your dad talked to me more than you. How you get on here, Denied Show? I thought I got rid of you. Your dad talked to you. My dad a good dude. My dad will talk to you. If you get in some trouble, that's the dude you call. He know all the sanctions. He know all the loopholes. He know all the jails. He know all the prosecutors. My dad don't do nothing but read every single solitary day. He read cases and history. My daddy will read some shit for you, child. He'd be like, no, because the code section 1701 said my grandson didn't do that shit. I'll be like, Dad, but the motherfucker said they did. He'd be like, I don't give a fuck. Code section 1701 said he need to be at home on house arrest because he's smoking that weed and he don't know what he doing. But my daddy smoked weed, so I don't know how he got code section 1701. Child, anybody that get in trouble, they need to go to rehab. Dad, how I'm gonna ask them for rehab? They know I don't smoke, I don't drink. What I'm gonna tell them? Tell them you take some pills. Girl, he think the answer for everything is rehab. A bitch need rehab, okay? You need dick rehab. You need some kind of rehab. Shit, when Halle Berry's husband beat her ass, honey, he got him some dick rehab to get out of that jail time. You need some rehab. Child, my dad told him, go in there and tell that prosecutor. Me and my friend got into a fight back in the day. You go in there and you tell him, wasn't you and that lady having sex? Damn, Dad, how you know all my business? You go in there and tell him that that's your lover. And code section 1701 says you need a domestic violence. We ain't domestic partners. You is today. Your Honor, I got pictures to show that I've been fucking her. Girl, I had one picture with my leg on top of hers. You know the old school pictures that you take with that big old chair behind you? If you ain't got no pictures, your mama got some. You know that big old wicker chair with the big old hood in the back. Girl, I brought that motherfucking picture in there. That's my woman, Judge. Shit, they said, all right, probation, get your ass out of here. I said, woo. I would have got 7 years if I just would have beat somebody up. I would have got 7 years for that. But if it's my lover, they understand that lovers quarrel, I guess. Girl, yes, we need rehab for everything. That's my daddy. He's sticking to that shit. Girl, he swear to God, John was supposed to get rehab. But we got into it, so he didn't get to go in there and do what he needed to do. And sometimes when you mess up with your parents and they have a word for the judge and they know the codes and you done pissed them off, now the parents can't go in there and give them the code. Shit, I'd be quiet when he went to my court, though. Tell the judge what you need to tell her. I can't do 7 years. I could do 2. I told her, I told my daddy, he said, how many can you do? I said, oh, go back in there? He said, how many think you could do? I'm going to get half of that. I said, 2. Child, my daddy got me probation, honey. I went home on probation. Them 14 days scared me straight. I didn't give a fuck. 14 days, that probation scared me straight, baby. I ain't been back to another courthouse except for my kids, but they won't listen. I keep telling them, don't go down there fucking with them white people. They don't play that shit, but they ain't listening. Not really. He was a drinker too. Drinkers need rehab. Well, rehab kind of covers like a multitude of things. It helps you. Y'all probably don't really go to y'all rehab, but if you go to rehab, you will learn a lot. I went to rehab. They sent me to rehab too. Rehab helps you to control your emotions. I feel like it helps you to take that deep breath. All that. It's more than just like don't smoke. If you smoke and drink and drive, it's not just that. It helps you with your emotions. I think he done more than drink and smoke trees. I don't think Jonathan is a drug addict because Jonathan took one of those Xanny bars when he was, don't tell him I told y'all this, when he was like 18 or 19 with my stepson, right before he went to college. And he had a bad experience. So after he had that bad experience, he always been kind of leery of stuff. You know what I'm talking about. So even when he have a headache and I try to give him one of my blue magic pills, he be like, Ma, you sure? Because I can't be going through all of that, with the pills and stuff. So I don't think he would just do that, because I feel like that trip he took was a really bad trip. He left his body and everything, and I don't know how my stepson, he probably fake took it. My stepson probably faked he took it, because he looked like he wasn't really high, and Jonathan need to go to the emergency. I'm about to call 911 and some more shit. But I called the people on the phone, and they told me to check his pupils and put the cold towel over his head. I did all that, and if he did something, I can't remember exactly, but if he did something, that I was going to have to call 911. But, as a football player on a scholarship, we couldn't really call 911 unless it was, is this pill going to fuck you up? Girl, that could have been some fentanyl or something. That could have been some real bad shit. Luckily, probably they didn't have fentanyl back then, but child, my baby just stood up and just fell on the floor, hit his whole face all over the door. I laughed my ass off once he got better. As soon as his ass came through, I laughed so goddamn hard. He had a big ass knot on his head. I'm telling you, I laughed my ass off. I said, I bet you won't do that shit again. Child, he had a headache for a week. So I don't think I wouldn't get drug addict vibes out of John just because of that. He didn't do well with it. But he gonna smoke them reefers and he gonna drink that Henny. But hopefully now he knows some of the stuff and decisions that he have made. Even I tell my kids all the time, when I drink, I already know I can only do 2 drinks or somebody gonna get their ass whooped. And that's just what it is. If somebody say the wrong thing or move the wrong way, and you got that type of emotions, you gonna act a fool. And the liquor, you don't never know what time the act of fool gonna pop out. So you gotta be cautious of how what you drinking and how you moving. Now, if you at home and it's a little house party and you at home with safe people, other people that's not violent, and that's gonna try you while you drunk or try you while you sipping, you have to be very cautious of that. I've been texting him a lot of information that, just reminders that I thought I taught them about women and about, girls and how to, maneuver through certain traffic. I thought I had them together on that. But life be lifing and shit be happening. And my mom is a victim of domestic violence too, because my dad used to beat her ass. But if you know my mom, you would understand. Like, you know, I ain't never saying nobody should get their ass whooped, but I'm just saying, like, god damn, can you shut up? But so I know what domestic violence is like too. No, I ain't never been domestic violence, you know what I'm saying, because I've been the one doing the domestic violence. But I know what it's like to watch, you know, your mom and dad fight and some bullshit like that. And I'm so glad that they finally just decided not to be together, because y'all was not meant for each other. Y'all just was not meant for each other. But my daddy ain't never been to jail for no domestic violence, so shout out to her. She ain't never locked my daddy up. She went and got that restraining order, got her a new man, and dared him to come over there. And my daddy tried to come up over there, he did. And that man whooped my daddy ass. I was helping my daddy much as I could. I was trying to help him. I was only like 7, but I was helping him fight that man. But that man whooped my daddy ass. My daddy went and got his brother, and then, you know, the brother is a squabbler, so the brother had to take over. But that man whooped my daddy ass. I said, Daddy, woo, you suck at this. Sounds like she should have locked him up. Why? My dad never had another fight with his woman after that. Some people just don't mesh well. Like, my dad ain't never had another woman that he had to go there with. So what would be the point of locking somebody up? You know what I'm saying? My dad never, there's all his other wives,